Hey, what's up, you guys? I am back for another review for Animal Kingdom. Sorry that I've been MIA for the past couple of days. You know, school is coming up soon, okay? And I've been focusing on that. Let me get together for y'all. I've been focusing on school, so I am so sorry. But here I am for another review for Animal Kingdom. So this is Season 4, Episode 10, Exit Strategy. Let's get to it. Okay. Oh, where are my notes at? I wrote my notes this time. Wrote my notes. Okay. So, we get a flashback. Janine is puking on the side of the road. She's throwing up, okay? She tells Colin, look, man, if you don't want to do this, then just leave, okay? I can take care of my own. Colin really doesn't say anything, but he just gets in the car and they both drive back to the place where they're staying at with Manny and the rest of the gang. So Pope, he walks in. Where's Angela? Angela's not there because Angela got high last episode. Dang it, Angela, I was rooting for you. I'm pretty sure I was the only one rooting for you, but dang it, Angela. Dang it. Well, Angela got high, y'all. Angela got high, and so Jay was like, well, she probably took, a breakfast shift. Who knows, okay? Who knows? Pope proceeds to tell Jay that Smurf made it. She came back last night, and there's a family meeting, so don't go anywhere. So then Craig and Darren, they pull up. Okay? There's kind of like this awkward silence happening between the two because last time they talked, Darren wanted to beat up a cop and Craig was there to help. So it's like, don't really want to help you beat up a cop. So they really haven't been talking for the past couple of days, I assumed. So he proceeds to tell Darren that, Ren had the baby. Yay! I'm pretty sure that's what he wanted, Darren to be like, but he really didn't care. He's like, is it a boy or a girl? Okay, he proceeds to tell Darren that it's a boy, and, it's kind of awkward. It's really awkward. So they walk into the house, and they have their family meeting. So Smurf tells the guys that, look, there's this guy that I've known since the 70s. He's sitting on, basically a gold mine, really, worth, $2 million worth of gold. And so what I want to do is I want to rob it, but here's the problem. There's a culvert on his property. So we're going to have to dig a tunnel through his, to the hall and then just load up from there. Darren asks Smurf, why didn't you tell us you have cancer? She doesn't tell him really. She just deflects back onto the job. I have all types of masks. I have all this information. Yada yada yada. Get to it. And I hate when that happens. When I ask you a question, I want you to answer the question. Don't try to change the subject. Okay. And so that's what Janine was basically doing the whole episode. When people brought up her cancer, she would change up. She would just change the question, something else. And I think the guy that they're robbing, I don't think it's Colin. Because if it was Colin, she would probably be happy, or she would have said his name. She really didn't say the guy's name. I don't think she said the guy's name at all last episode. So I don't think it was Colin. We don't know if Colin is alive or dead. So we might find out later on, in the episodes if Colin is alive or dead. But I think that that's his brother. Was his brother Andrew? What was his brother's name? I don't know. I forgot the brother's name, but she was most likely talking to the brother last episode, and that's who she's trying to rob this episode. So they go outside and they talk about, what's happening. Pope decides he's going to take charge of the whole mission. So Jay, you get a SUV, heavy duty SUV, make sure everything is cleared on the car. We need torches. We need shovels. We need this. We need that. We need everything. Okay. While they're talking, a delivery truck pulls up. And he was like, Janine, Cody, right here, all right? They're having a party, and there's a whole bunch of liquor just walking by. Can I get a Seagram? I saw a Seagram. Can I get a bottle? Can I get invited to the party? Because that was a whole bunch of liquor. I would like a drink or two. Have some fun with y'all, but y'all ain't invite nobody. Okay. So they're going to have a party at 6. Be there. Don't be late. Okay. So where am I at? So Jay and Poe, they kind of have a semi heart to heart. Jay tells Pope about when his mom, he was scared of like his mom, he would find his mom like overdosed in the bathroom or somewhere, but she ended up overdosing on the couch. And he was like, I mean, I called the police and then I called Smurf. You know, really didn't have nobody there. Pope was like, well, look, I was in prison and I wish I could have done, you know, more to help you. Jay was like, it's okay. You know, it is what it is. So then Jay gets a call from Olivia. You know, she's like, hey, you went MIA on me. He's like, yeah, I've been busy, you know. Well, I found out that you live at 6554 West Dirtmar in Oceanside, where you live with Janine Cody. She was arrested for murder. And then you also have a Andrew Cody, right? He was in jail for armed robbery. So, I'm going to meet you somewhere. I'm going to text you the address, okay? Okay. Click. Well, dang, Jay, she just raped your whole family, basically. Jeez. Dang, Jay, you gotta be more careful than that, homie. So, Adrian, he meets with the lawyer. And his lawyer tells him that, look, we're going to try to get your sentence reduced to 15 years plus a 250,000 fine, okay? Distribution is additional 5 years, okay? So he proceeds to say, well, here, you know, you had something to, you were working with another cop or whatever, you know, what's going on right there? Adrian tells him, well, you know, I was working with some cops to get some information on Jack, and then, you know, he brought in another cop for me to snitch on, you know, my boyfriend. Kind of told the lawyer what was up, you know, what's going on with him. So then we see Craig. No, I skipped. Sorry. Okay, so we see Pope and Darren. They're discussing the job, and then I don't know what was said, but Darren said something. No, I think he said something about how Smurf, like, you know, Smurf taught us how to do all these things. She taught us to lie, to cheat, and to steal, and to kill, and do all these things, you know? And then Pope said something that Darren was like, well, why are you always defending her? Like, everything that she's ever done to you, why do you defend this woman? And Pope, didn't you say earlier in the season that you wouldn't care if she just dropped dead? Like, didn't you say that earlier in the season? I'm confused. But then Pope tells Darren, look, we're brothers, okay? We're family. I got your back. If you need me, you call me. I am there for you, okay? We're brothers, all right? So, stepdaddy Craig, he shows up at the hospital, and he sees Ren and her mother, who's played by I think her name is Constance. I don't know, but she was on the George Lopez show. She played George's wife on the George Lopez show. So, her mom, Ren and her mom, Candace. And they're exchanging some words, and Ren wants Craig to keep Candace, I was going to say her real name, Candace, occupied. Just keep her away from her, okay? Keep her away from me. I didn't call her, she just showed up. Like, just keep her busy, okay? Just keep her busy, okay? So, Jay shows up at the library, okay? He meets her, and he pulls this sob story, and she's not falling for it, okay? She doesn't believe anything that comes out of his mouth anymore, because he lied to her. And so she tells him that her dad hired a private investigator, and that she said that you've always been kind of off because you kept asking questions about their family. Oh, something in my nose? I don't know. But like, he kept asking his friends, you know, about their families. Like, oh, what does your family do? What does your mom do? What does your father do? You know, how much does it cost to live here? You know, he asked questions, and I caught that earlier in the season, that he was asking his friends a lot of questions about their family. I'm like, Jay, you're making it kind of sound a little bit too suspicious that you're asking all of these questions about their families, okay? And so she just doesn't care for him anymore, and that his mom got robbed all of a sudden because, you know, you found out about what she does. So here's the thing. Olivia says she's going to get 10 grand a month. She gets 10 grand a month for keeping a 3.0. Get her an A in stats, and she'll hand over all the information that the private investigator found. So she gives Jay her college login information. And if you guys are in college or have been in college, at my college, we use Blackboard, and you're the only person that knows your username and your password for Blackboard. You know, that's where you see all your grades and your classes. That's where you turn in your homework assignments. And so she tells Jay, there's a lot of homework that needs to be done. You better get busy on it. Okay? So then we see Janine. She's prepping for the party. And she's talking to someone. I don't think she said her name, but she gives her some money. And she says, you know, your son was there when I needed him, and he kept his mouth shut. So just take care of your son when he gets out. Do we know? I don't know who this. I thought it was Pete, but I'm like, Pete's not in jail, so can't be Pete. It's someone else who. Janine works with everybody, okay? She works with everybody that does illegal stuff, so we don't know who the person is. So then, Darren, he gets home, and he sees Adrian talking to his sister. And so he can tell that something isn't right with Adrian, and he can tell something went bad. So he says, look, I can do this. Adrian was like, no, it is what it is. It's funny how your family has been doing all these crimes since we were kids, but the one time I get caught, I go to jail. It's because the Cody family knows how to finesse the system. Point blank, period. They know how to finesse the system. They have done a whole bunch of stuff because they know how to work the system. You don't know how to work the system, Adrian, and you got caught. People get off scotch-free. People get caught. It is what it is. That's what happens in, you know, the crime world. You get caught or you don't get caught. So you're the one that got caught, unfortunately. So Candace and Craig, they're talking. Candace drops the bomb saying that I'm going to adopt. You and Ren aren't fit to be parents. She knows what Ren does, and she knows what, you know, the Cody family does. You know, you must have a really bad reputation if people know who you are. You must have an amazing reputation, Cody family, because everybody knows who y'all are. Y'all are some upstanding citizens. Not. So she's like, yeah, I'm going to take out baby, so you better tell Ren what's going down, okay? So, where am I at? Pope, he walks in the diner. He's checking for Angela. Yeah, you tell Angela she's fired because she didn't come in for her shift. So Angela still is MIA. Girl, you are high as a kite right now. I bet you are. So Jay sees his professor. He tells the professor, look, some students have been given their login, you know, to do their work and to pay for it. So here's one of your students' name. It's Olivia. He rats on Olivia. And so get back to the hospital. Craig thought about it. He tells Candace, no, like, you're not going to have my kid, okay? Ren started doing coke when she was 9 years old because she found it in your purse, okay? When she was 13 years old, your second husband, he walked in on Ren, you know, taking a shower, and he was going to take a shower with her. She was like, did Ren tell you that? Because she might have been lying. I don't think a child would lie about something like that, okay? And then he proceeds to say, Ren ran away for a week. She slept on a beach for a week. And you want to know who was giving her food and blankets? It was me, okay? So, you're not going to have my child. And so now I understand why Craig can't move on from Ren. Now I understand. I said this in the last couple of episodes that Craig just needs to find somebody else. Now I understand why, because he's known her since she was young, and they have history, and you can't forget, you know, you've known this person for so many years, you just can't drop them like that. So now I understand why, Craig loves Ren so much, but she's done so much stuff to you, dude, over the past, couple of seasons. So that's why I'm like, oh, Craig, you can find somebody better. But now I understand why he loves her so much, and that's why he wants to play stepdaddy to the baby. Now I understand. Now I get it. Okay. And the reason why I say stepdad is because she said, I think. I think can mean 50% yes, 50% no. She said, I think you are the father. Think. Keyword, think. Okay? So, Craig may or may not be the father. So that's why I said stepdaddy Craig. And we are going to see if he really is the father. Mainly the rest of the season. We might find out. I don't know. But until she gives him a definitive, yes, you are the father, he will not be stepdaddy Craig. But she thinks he's the father. He will be stepdaddy Craig from now on. Okay? So, Pope, he meets with the guy that gave Angela the smack, because he must be a well-known local drug dealer around that neighborhood. And he tells him, did you give Angela the heroin? And then he really didn't say yes, he really didn't say no. But then Pope asked him, did you give that stuff that killed Angela? Did you give her the stuff that killed Angela? I mean, that killed Julia. Because y'all know Julia died of an overdose. So he asked him once again, did you give her the stuff that killed Julia? He didn't say yes, he didn't say no. But he said, I'm sorry. So that might equal a yes. But here's the thing. Next episode, the name is Julia. What y'all think that episode is going to be about? Because I think they are going to talk more about Julia. Because I have questions. I have a whole bunch of questions about Julia. Okay? So many questions. I have so many questions about Julia. Because Pope, whenever someone mentions Julia, something happens to Pope. I feel like I don't know. Do y'all think that something happened with Julia and Pope? Do y'all think that they did something? Like, do y'all think so? If y'all think they did something, comment below if y'all think something happened with Pope and Julia. Like, if y'all think they had, they did something together. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Something. Comment below if y'all think they did something. Because I think that they did something. And it was a relationship. I feel like there was a relationship. There was something between those two. And then there's something with her and Bass. We gonna find out. Hopefully we find out something with Julia. About Julia. Next episode. So, we get another flashback. So they robbed the bank. And Janine just throws up at the side. She just throws up. She throws up in the bag. And, where is that? Oh, yeah. They have a party, too. So, Colin tells Manny that, Smurf's pregnant. Manny was like, man, we can just ditch her. Like, just say the word and we'll do it. Colin doesn't give an answer. Colin doesn't say anything. So, back in the present day, Craig sees Darren. And Craig wants to know, what's going on with Darren. Darren can't tell Craig what's going on. He can't tell him what's going on with Adrian. He just can't do it, okay? So, Darren apologized. He was like, man, look, I'm sorry for being a dick. I'm sorry for dragging you to try to beat up a cop. I'm sorry, okay? I apologize, all right? So then, Craig asked Darren, do you see me being a father? Darren was like, no. Okay, because what if the baby's crawling? He sees some coke on the floor. What's gonna happen? Craig was like, no, I think I'm gonna stay off for a little bit. I said, you are a liar. You are a liar. You can't stay off the coke, but we'll see what happens. We'll see if you. Okay, Craig, if you say so. Alrighty, we'll see. So, we get to Jay. Olivia walks up to him. She says, I am basically she says she on academic probation. She says something about honor roll probation, girl, you on academic probation. So he no, she says that the PI is gonna send over the information to her mom. Jay proceeds to say, you make me sick. You and all your other friends make me sick with your trust funds and your gated communities and, having all this money. You guys make me sick. Basically, he doesn't like it because y'all rich and y'all living rich. Y'all living a fancy life. He doesn't like that. Okay, he doesn't like y'all. Y'all make him sick. Okay, so he tells her, look, I'm doing you a favor. Okay, just forget that you ever knew me. So we get another flashback. Colin, he says that he's not like his father, and then he says, you're not like your mother. We're gonna work it out. So they're gonna stay together for the baby. They're gonna stay together for the babies. Okay, so Neil, the cop friend, he shows up. He tells Smurf, we know who's been talking to the police. Who do y'all think it is? Because we know who it is. I'm sorry I did that to you. I'm sorry I did that to y'all. So, the party's happening. A whole bunch of random people down. I'm pretty sure none of them know. Okay. So, we see Smurf. Craig tells Smurf that you're a grandma. Okay. She asks Craig, is the baby yours? He says yes. No, stepdaddy Craig, it ain't your baby. We don't know if it's your baby or not. It's 50-50. Keyword, think. Stepdaddy Craig, all right. You want to be stepdaddy. You play stepdaddy. So, Craig leaves, and Angela high ass walk in. She's like, y'all having a party. Where's Pope? I don't know. Pope's probably in, his room. Angela walks in. She sees Pope. Girl, you just should have not shown up because Pope got something waiting for you. So, Smurf, she sees Jay. He tells her that, I found a car. Everything's good. Everything's clean. She says, you're smarter than the rest of your uncles. Your time will come, young grasshopper. Smurf. Little do you know that Jay has been plotting on you. He's been plotting on the family. Jay is gonna get everything. Jay's plotting on y'all, okay? So, Angela walks in the room and she sees Pope. He asks her, where have you been? She was like, I was hanging out with Jay and, went to work. Pope was like, you're lying. And Pope got this look in his eye and he just tackles Angela. He's touching on her wrist. He fighting with her. Let me go. He all fighting with her and everything like that. And then he takes off her shoe and he looks between her toes and there's a mark on her foot. There's a needle mark between her toes. Angela shot up right between her toes. Oh my. Ugh. Okay. I watch, sometimes here and there, I watch like a lot of intervention, or I watch a lot of like drug shows, and they show people literally wrapping stuff around their arm and putting the needle in their vein, or putting it in their neck, or putting it between their fingers and their toes, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that is like, ugh. It's like, just so creepy. It's like, oh my, and then you should between your toes. Oof. And so Pope drags Angela. He drags her throughout the house he locks her. Well, he's like trying to find. He's like trying to find out, where the drugs at and everything like that. He finds a little baggie, and so he locks her in the bathroom, most likely to sober up. So um. Okay, so towards the end of the episode, this is when everything got really good, really, really good. So Smurf tells Darren, let's talk over there. She tells Darren, how long did you know that Adrian was talking to the cops? How long did you know, Darren? How long did you know? All right. Smurf. I was about to say smoke. Because they were smoking some weed. They were. Smurf tells Darren, handle it, or Pope is going to do it. So, Darren, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Because if Pope does it, ooh, Darren, I think you better find something. It don't gotta be crazy. I mean, you can do like a little slice or something like that. You don't gotta go crazy, okay? But you better think of something before Pope gets a hand of this, okay? Because, we know what Pope can do. We know what Pope can do. So then we end the episode with Stepdaddy Craig going to see Ren. And she changed the name. At first, the baby name was Reeves. But then she changed the baby name to Nick. Because her uncle name was Nicholas. So that was the end of the episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Once again, I am so sorry for not posting a video on Wednesday. Like I said, school stuff's happening. Getting ready to go back to school. Unfortunately, but you know what? I gotta do what I gotta do, right? Gotta get this education. So I will see you guys next week for a new episode of Animal Kingdom. Comment below if you guys liked the episode. If you did not, comment if I missed something. And let's talk. Let's have a conversation, okay? What y'all think is gonna happen next episode? Tell me what y'all think is going to happen, what the episode is going to be about for, because it's titled Julia. Like I said in the video, it's titled Julia. So what do y'all think the episode is going to be about? So comment below, subscribe. Let's have fun, right? Let's talk, y'all. So I will see you guys next week. Bye. Love you guys. Bye. Oh, once again, I don't think I said this. Well, yeah, I did say thank you, but once again, just thank you guys for watching my videos. It really means a lot. Thank you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you guys, each and every one of you guys who have subscribed, who watch. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. Okay, love you guys.